Well, temporally appropriate greetings, my most excellent friends, and welcome in. Happy Saturday, my dudes. It is, in fact, a lovely Saturday. I mean, not weather-wise. Weather-wise, it is terrible out there. But the fact that it's a Saturday and I'm here with you, that's just chef's kiss. I'm so glad to be here. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning. I know you got a lot of places you could be this morning, and I'm glad you're here. It is going to be a classic old school style coffee and combat today. I got myself a big old beverage. And boy is it delicious. Yeah, so we have that. We're going to be playing some Fire Emblem, starting off with a little bit of Fire Emblem. We're jumping straight into a fight, so I'm excited about that. And then we're going to play a good chunk of Odyssey today. So thank y'all for being here. I got a couple of little experiments I want to try doing. I built a couple of new scenes that we might take a look at today. But just to check some stuff out. You've been watching the Wind Waker retrospective. Nice. I've never played Wind Waker. I've played like the first 10 minutes of it like 7 times, but I've never sat down and actually played it. That's gonna be one of those we're definitely gonna do on stream, but we're not quite there yet. Hey, what is up, Sammy? How are you doing today? Like, just to show y'all, we got a couple of interesting little things we could be doing today. So we've got like a couple of new scenes that I've built. Right, so we could have mostly chatting with y'all, but still have like, if we're doing like side stuff, we got that going on. We got kind of a classic side by side here. Right, so we'll probably experiment switching around with some of these scenes. But I think we're gonna, since we have a fight to get into, we're probably gonna pop into that pretty soon. I think we're just gonna go straight into this one. So let's go ahead and play some video games, shall we? We got ourselves a mission to fight. So let's go ahead and do that. Hope everyone's doing right. Can Cousin Remy help with Wind Waker HD? Roman, Cousin Roman. I mean, Cousin Roman has helped with it, but I'm really waiting for them to actually do the switch thing. Let's turn off the dog cam. Why do we got dog cam? There's no dog in here. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing all right. I've also got an audio thing that I've futzed around with. I've put in audio ducking, so it should bring the game audio down a little bit when I'm speaking.
So, we are taking children into battle, are
we? We are taking children into battle.
Not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that.
Oh, it's going to be a real easy battle.
Shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not...
I'll give you a little bit more game audio since we're ducking it now. Alright. Wait, let's see who my units are. Yeah, so I never had a GameCube or a PlayStation 2, so those are games that I just totally missed. Everybody's deployed. Okay. Then let's let them fight.
So this is the Red Canyon, a ruin of sorts.
There's a totally legal, not at all sus PC version of Wind Waker
The
HD.
thieves must have been driven back.
That I don't know if that checks out. I don't know if that checks out, Sammy.
Chief, let's get... Shut your dumb...
Professor, if we advance, regardless, we... Stay focused.
Battle has taken place here. It's in the training bed. All right, so I don't think we've decided what kind of a combat person our Byath's going to be this time.
Oh no.
We haven't really gone in heavy yet.
As you wish.
All right, let's put Hubert over here.
I will prevail.
She says she will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
He certainly is Ferdinand von Eyre. Aren't you a bundle of sunshine and joy?
Put me in there.
Casper's always a good little boy. He's a good boy. He's a real goer.
That's my cue.
And that's one of our boo things. All right. And then we can put Linhardt up for heals. what's everyone getting up to on their lovely Saturday? Hope we're all having just a lovely, peachy keen sort of Saturday.
You fought.
Have they met British people? The British people are so sarcastic that they like loop around to being earnest again. Sometimes. Right, Sammy?
I'm really getting that.
Stupid World of Light. Who wants a world of light when you can have a world of not light? Actually, I don't know what your world of light you're referring to there is. All right, let's get Bernie up in here doing some murders. We need our murder children to do the murders.
Back to the fray.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that sucked. I don't know if I think I completed World of Light. I don't know. Smash is fine. As we all know, you mostly play Smash for smashing with your friends. Smash your friends.
One.
A world of D's nuts. Oh, we gotta heal Byleth. We gotta heal Byleth. Oh no. Oh no, Byleth.
Failure is not an option.
I'm going to declare taxes for that one. Everybody wanted to hit Byleth. We can't have Byleth taking that many hits. There we go. There's your taxes. Thank you for paying your taxes. Thank you for being a diligent citizen of this stream.
You worked hard.
I hate you, Hubert. The one bad thing about this particular playthrough is that we can't get rid of Hubert. He's going to be around this whole time. Can Bernie not? There we go. You haven't paid taxes. You failed. I failed you. Master Wayne. You trusted me, and I failed you. You paid taxes just now. You're fine. Now, if you haven't paid taxes to, like, the government, that is something you deeply need to,
I killed them.
get into.
What have I done?
Whoa, where did he kill that? How did Linhardt do? What? Wait. What?
It's dangerous.
Need to heal. Can Byleth heal yet? No. We're so very early in this game.
That really helped.
It seems like they're starting to come back, though. Right? It seems like they're starting to come back, especially with how popular this Fire Emblem has been. They seem to be coming back. Unless you're talking like RTS games, then those have kind of always been around. They're just real niche. Like this and XCOM were real popular. We're gonna get that Mario X Rabbids, another Mario Rabbids game. That's gonna be pretty good. Oh, what are we gonna use? Let's use the sword. Oh yeah, no one, even supervillains pay their taxes because Jesus. I seem to remember either a Marvel or DC comic. I remember a comic like where they very deliberately went about making sure that the supervillains made sure they paid their taxes because it was like a thing. Should probably bought some vulneraries or something. Let's go ask him a question. He may be insane, but he ain't stupid. Stimulates the economy, despite stealing way more than she pays. Oh, we can't quite get to him. This battlefield has opened up quite nicely. Quite nicely.
Oh no.
Wasted.
For Lady Edelgard.
Look, he may want to bring down the system, but he's like, he doesn't want to destroy the world. The Joker is a tax-paying electric car driving patriot. You know, that would actually check out. There's a universe. There was like a DC version of a What If where the Joker, where he was actually like a hero and Batman was the villain. I mean, it's like flipped. He's like the. It was really good. Hello there. I am eating some meat now and fried. Yeah, White Knight. That's the one. That's the one. Temporally appropriate greetings, Yuki. Good morning. What kind of meat? Is it good meat? What kind of meat is meat? Oh my God, I don't know if I've ever told you. I had a friend in grad school who already had a PhD. He had a PhD in economics and then went and was going to get his PhD in political science. And I asked him one time, "Hey Carlos, what's your PhD in? What'd you write your dissertation about?" Meat. Okay. Well, what was your finding? People like to eat meat. You know what, Carlos? Fair. Fair, Carlos. Fair. What about her? She get up in there? Even Joker hates Nazis. Like, there's villainy, and then there's just being a shitbag. And that's what Nazis are, generally speaking.
Hard work does pay off.
Shitbags. Alright, are y'all liking the audio ducking that I've got going on? Is that working for y'all? Is it too strong?
Only a fool challenges me.
Yeah, we haven't played Fire Emblem for a while. That is true.
These ruffians are no match for a noble.
Let's see. Who are we gonna heal? And then we'll move Hubert up. Game sound needs more up. So we're ducking too much. We got too much ducking going on. What about this? Is that better? That might be a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. The ratio for ducking was just real high. If we bump it up, it still ducks. It's still bringing it down a whole lot. I mean, mess with this. It's nice to have feedback from y'all. All right. What about like that? That. Ah, there we go. That's about it. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right, Bob. Let's get you up in her.
Should I have held back?
No, Bob. You should not have held back. You are a murder instructor. You should not hold back. The bad man who laughs. Grilled meats. I like my villains who redeem themselves. I believe in redemption.
I won't go down so easily.
Love meat. We love meat. Remember, as my dear friend Carlos, or as my dear colleague Carlos found, people like to eat meat. Not all of them. My sister doesn't like to eat meat. But we like meat. Whatever doesn't kill you just makes you stranger.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
That which does not kill us simply makes us stranger.
This is
All right, she's got glasses now. She's going for a classic anime cutie look. I should have probably swung a team around to the left. Now that I'm looking at it. Now that I'm looking at the lay of the land, I should probably swept a team around to the left. Little death squad, if you will. Really need to get Linhardt in there to drop a heal. I think Gotham Joker is comic accurate, but Dark Knight's Joker is and always will be your favorite. Honestly, my favorite Joker, and you're gonna okay boomer me for this, but it's Jack Nicholson's. Bernie the purple hair dude girl, not the old dude. We do like Bernie. Bernie is our favorite character here.
I shouldn't strain myself.
I am in no way, shape, or form a Zoomer. I'm an Xennial. Negative, I am a meat popsicle. Negative, I am a meat popsicle. It's from The Fifth Element. If you haven't seen The Fifth Element, what are you even doing with your life? Great movie. Oh no. Well, they go to his apartment. The police ask him, "Are you a human?" He goes, "Negative. I am a meat popsicle."
Thank you.
I am a dirty old man. I haven't showered today. I am a dirty old man. Sixth Sense is like atmospheric horror. It's not particularly scary there. Like there's no like jump scares or anything like that, but it's atmospheric. It's more creepy than scary. It's a good way of putting it, I think.
As expected.
I don't even know if I'd call it psychological horror. It's got horror themes, but I don't know if it's necessarily horror proper. Don't want to just kill them all. Wait, does this guy have the chest key? Oh, he's got the chest key. Let's move him back towards the chest. We'll get Petri to kill this other guy. Bernie gets to be part of the main squad. Murder squad. Horror game that if Capcom had, I think it'd be very good in the re-engine. And what game is that? What do we got going on here? Silent Hill. But that's a Konami game. They should just give it to Capcom, right? Capcom should just buy it, but it's a Konami game. Oh, a door key. Okay. Weird, but okay.
Sweet of you.
Well, it's not like Konami's using anything. All Konami does these days is make slot machines. Yeah, just Capcom, right? They should spin off their like video games business and then just focus on the other stuff that they do. Let's kill this guy. I personally think that they should sell off their video game business.
I don't care if they're stealing. Can I go home?
They have trading card. I didn't know they had trading card games. I thought they mainly focused on their oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. Right. Totally forgot about Yu-Gi-Oh. Didn't even think about Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's my cue.
I done forgot about Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's kill this guy. Maybe not kill this guy. Get him with a miasma. Let's hit him with a miasma. Well, not so much give, but sell, man. They should totally sell off their stuff. Like, I really think they should spin off their games division and just focus on their gaming. Because that's where they make all their money anyway. That's where they make all their money anyway.
Time.
Come on, Bernie, you can do it. I believe in you.
Got him.
Our murder girl. She did the murder. Let's get whatever's in this chest. French. I don't know. So games is like video games. Gaming is gambling, like slot machines. Well, yes, I'm running a pincer maneuver. This isn't even really a pincer maneuver. I'm literally killing a couple of things so that I can go and open the chest. Oh no. Alright, Ferdinand von Ayer, go open that chest. Ooh, get money! Big money, no women's!
Caution is needed.
Alright, let's wrap this one up. Who do we want to get the final kill? Final hit. Byleth, who is... Oh, I can't see her level. Level 8. How are we doing here? Level 7. No, he won't get any XP if he does that.
Sending these brats instead of the knights means they've under.
Yeah, I would say that it definitely ran anime leads to success of. Let's see, Himmler Nosferatu, give him a little XP.
I could have been.
Okay. And then, can Casper get a hit in without dying? He cannot. All right, let's end this.
Spoiled.
Do you really think?
Ended it.
I should have never listened to that idiot. What a mistake.
Taking him down.
So, thank you for leading us. In any case, something
We have
about
liberated.
this feels
Wait, is this Xanadu?
remarkably strange.
The Red Canyon of Doom? Hmm. Oh yeah, a lot of Japanese series do a lot of female characters dirty. Like that's Japan's a pretty misogynist society. Just the way it is. They got some work to do. I remember this being a peaceful place.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place.
I wonder.
You must be.
Nani?
Each time I speak, it scares you so.
I'm not scared. It just surprises me is all.
Do you think you can lie to me? Well, anyhow, I am quite
The
fascinated.
creepy goddess that lives in our head, she's fascinating.
As far as I can tell, this is your first time
Hmm? Have you been here before, Sothis?
here? I must admit I am unsure, and yet a great. If I was somehow here before,
Yeah, but even the ones with like full main girl cast is like, eh.
I was wondering where you were.
it is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way,
I will remember the things that I have
return to my
lost.
Gratitude.
Nice.
The thieves who came here are no more.
That's what I do.
I am not sure. In any case, you must become accustomed to my. Oh,
Just because it's like a badass girls doesn't still mean it can't be misogynist. Doesn't have to be violence. Misogyny doesn't have to be violence against women.
Observe the red. Of course, I expected as much. The area was covered in ruins, each more curious. They did not match the architectural style of any era or culture with that can only the Valley civilization. Who do you think
It is a
lived?
civilization from the depths of history. Our ancestors live there.
Inspired answer, but you're probably right. Perhaps their remnants still influence this world.
I'm sure there's no way, shape, or form that's going to become a thing.
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray that their souls find salvation. But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any...
Relieve them of their unnecessary burdens. Sure, we'll do that.
I have high expectations. By the way, how was your time in Zen?
This feels very culty.
Legend for a goddess.
I mean, the Church of Saros is definitely a cult.
Have been a temporary hit.
Absolutely 100% a cult.
Long ago, the divine Saros received a revelation from the goddess. A gift to help guide the lost. The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
I mean, the difference between a religion and a cult is very
During your time here,
thin.
I pray that you come to devote yourself to the teachings of Saros.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard.
And again, Tony, I am going to remind you, please do not
We
generalize
shall continue our discussion when next.
in such a way
A goddess?
about Christianity
I have no memory of her. But then,
and religion in general. You cannot like it.
oh, how
And know that there, like, I totally agree with you that there are bad practitioners,
yet I don't.
but do not overgeneralize in this stream.
My home back when the goddess walked the land. If so, what does that make me now? A ghost? Are you Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is perhaps some past regret a stop? No, that's not it. I can't believe in such a meaningless existence.
Part 1. White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny.
Mutiny in the mist. Just saying. Let's not overgeneralize.
When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is
Oh, the rainy season's on us now.
Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
So if they give you a garland of white roses, they definitely want to bang. Definitely. Them's the rules. That is their cultural norm. Oh, those Fodlandians. Those scamps. Oh, we can explore new places.
Professor, I have a new...
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy...
Lord Lotto's a dickhead, that's who.
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility.
A vanguard unit from...
Because maybe this church here,
already on its way to his strong...
maybe they aren't the good
Lonato's
guys.
army is nothing compared to the knights.
we are deliberately on this path doing the anti-church path, for the
Even
record.
So, I would like...
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the knights whom you will be accompanying.
Oh my, it's Lady
Nice to
Catherine.
meet you.
We like Lady
Glad to have
Catherine.
you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest knights. And that is no small feat. This mission should...
No, no worries. I was just
to the students how...
checking thyself before thou wreckest thyself. Was all I was doing. All I was doing. Just saying, you know, just laying down the ground rule. Because I know that one can go in a direction real fast. It's Sylvan's birthday. Let's buy that boy some flowers.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's time to do Professor Explory things. Let's see what we can do. What are we gonna do today? I don't think we have any certifications. Oh, we do. We do. We can make Bernie a... Should we make her a soldier? I know, we want to make her a fighter.
Past.
She is a fighter. Anyone else? No. No one else. Let's do our explore for the day. Oh wait, can we do support levels with Edelgard? It won't let me do it. Your boss called you 2 days ago. He made unnecessary comments. He said to me, you better go before you ruin this moment. Yeah, Yuki, don't put your foot in your mouth. If someone gives you a compliment, you say thank you and you move on. Alright, who we want to make friends with? Sometimes that's your best course of action. So take the compliment and move on. Alright, we definitely want a net. Don't really care so much about Ingrid. Definitely don't care about Rhea because we're heel turning. See if we can take some of these people with us on our heel turn. All right, Tony. Check you later. Have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you around. We're not mad at you, Tony. We're not mad at you. Just before you leave, know that that's not what we're saying. Yeah. So Yuki, there's a piece of wisdom that I would enjoy to share with you. It is better to be silent and thoughtful than to open your mouth and prove it. Oh, we definitely want Raphael. Who else do we want? Ash is all right. We'll do some skill levels for Byleth. Good on sword. Feel like we can level up our... Turn her into a healer. It's a good idea. At least give her a... Let's give her a B+ there. And a little more magic. We always like more magic. Okay, who else can we upgrade? Edelgard's axe. Let's just make her a beast. We'll probably be doing Assassin's Creed after the next mission, so hour maybe. Just want to make sure that we are set up for success. We definitely want Annette to join our class. Sorry for what? The good news about Fire Emblem, however, is that we can do this. Now we're good. All right, let's do a Super Mash. Perpetrating violence against me. It's perpetrating violence against me, Yuki. All right, we're loading it up. Loading it up, Yuki. Loading it up. The hand slipped. The hand slipped. You apologized before your hand slipped. I see how it is. I see how it is. I need to go get a straw for that. Leaks a little bit. All right, what's it going to be, Yuki? Metroidvania, action adventure, platformer, stealth, shmup, or JRPG? Jump and run. So platformer. An action adventure? That seems to be what you're asking for. Let's do an average. Normal. Okay. Here we go. As we're waiting for it to load up. Duper Duper Quest. Ooh, it's Duper Duper Quest. With all these hardcore gamers around, it's hard to feel good about your own performance. You think they just appreciate the fun, going to collect 50 gems in under 10 minutes, rather than always focusing on their scores or their speed. Don't worry about them, Ty. Just enjoy yourself and have fun. So we're collecting 50 gems. Got it. Our weapon is the chicken launcher. Let's do this thing. Collect 50 gems in 10 minutes. Knockoff. I mean, I deeply disagree with that. How do we jump? Right. Woo, that's a big jump. Oh man, the camera's all tilty. It's not knockoff rugby. They're both legitimately rugby. I feel like I'm just pooping out gems. I think I legitimately just pooped gems. Oh my god, what is this camera doing to me? Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh no. I died. Oh god, the camera tilt is like deeply messing with my brain. I keep dying. Yeah, you apparently really just chose violence. You just wear armor in one and the other you break each other's legs. I broke some dude's arm playing American football, just for the record, so you can definitely perpetrate violence. Oh god, this is terrible. Ah! Oh god. Oh my god. I hate this. Yuki, this is the worst one yet. That was the worst one yet. This is the worst one yet. Oh my god, this is terrible. Because it's got the screen tilt. Oh my god. Like, the game itself isn't bad, but that glitch is terrible. I hope you're getting your money's worth off this one, Yuki, because Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. I got a bad feeling about this. Even though I'm literally crapping it. What? How do I weapon? I can shoot. All right, good. I can shoot chickens. My chicken cannon. You really did choose violence. The dark path. What does that get me? I found Frostball. Oh, this is miserable. This is miserable. Oh god. It's, I don't know, trying to, like, move. It's down here. Oh, this is, Oh god. Like, the movement, okay, alright, I got it. Yes, I did just turn my controller upside down. I'm just gonna hang out in here till I get 5 more things spawned. My chicken cannon does nothing. Oh my god, it's completely upside down. I just need 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh, Yuki, that one was terrible. That one was terrible. That was bad. I need to use the restroom because it takes like a minute for this to boot. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'll see y'all back in just a second. Like that was the worst MASH I've played yet. Thank you, Yuki, for dropping that violence on me. Like, the game itself was would have been super fine, but it kept turning the screen on me, and that was miserable. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So what do y'all think about the new scenes? Do y'all like the new scenes? Let's go accept the quest from Jaritza and talk to everybody.
Do you not know that we have not a moment left to waste? Forgot you must...
What a shifty merchant looking dude.
Are you
That merchant, he's a shifty dude. These are the baths?
Hey there.
Hi. Wait. My camera movement's upside down. No? Turns out they're not upside down. Okay.
I'm studying. Do you think I've got it in me to be a top-tier mercenary? I do.
Want to bring in the cash.
Hey, I know I'm in a...
Fine, be like that. She doesn't want to be in my house. I don't want her in my house either. I think the camera's just moving too fast. I think that's my problem. You love that hat, don't you, Yuki? Let me switch the headphones there. Okay. You love this hat, man. It's a good, admittedly, it is a good hat. It is admittedly a good hat. Right, let's pump the game to my headphones. Better? Hello? Can't hear the game now. Okay. Should be able to hear the game, but I can't. What's up with that? Can't hear the game now. Let me see if I can put it on the other way. All right, that'll just have to, that'll have to do. Let's turn the camera a little normal side. Alright, that.
Goodness. My set. I abhor those like. You have a.
Yeehaw, y'all. I'm not happy with the way this camera's working today. Sephiroth is better than Seymour. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think that's just facts. Sephiroth is a better bad guy. Sephiroth's just a cooler dude. Seymour just kind of sucks. Is that wrong of me? I think Seymour just kind of sucks.
Hey, teach, huh?
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Seymour just kind of sucks. To the training grounds. I don't care for Seymour.
Train? You really are as hardworking as they say. Spoken like...
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion.
Impressive. But you should join me. I might.
Yes. Even with... Why not? I have a favor to ask.
Accepted the quest, Abyss Rumor. All right. Yes, I like Cloud more than Tidus. I mean, it's a much tighter question, but yeah, I like Cloud more than Tidus. Let's see. Let's go to Dying Hall. Gotta talk to everybody. I mean, Seymour and Tidus are just the worst.
If you have you witnessed any such behavior? If you see it.
The worst. It's Sweet Tooth Week. Oh no, there are way worse main characters, but Tidus is still pretty terrible. Tidus is pretty bad.
I'm that just now.
Linhardt keeps bothering me about eating too fast. Absolutely.
It's like my brain can't decide which way it wants this camera to work.
Professor, I've never seen the like of it. He inhales entire plate, hence my mention.
Which one's Vaughn? I know which one Snow is. That's 13, but Vaughn is 12?
Professor, don't you love? I wish girls.
I've heard
Hey, Mercedes.
I have a favor to ask of you. Oh, I'm already.
Will net come?
Professor, so I just.
Yes, we got a net.
Really? I just know.
12. We started 12. Played 12 for like half a second.
Hello. Professor, though it my understanding.
Terminator poll who would choose Goofy or Walker. I would take Goofy every time. Goofy's good people.
Right.
Here's the we are. Hi, Professor. I've actually got.
Goofy is good people. I'll defend Goofy till the day I die. I mean, come on, he's the star of my favorite my favorite Disney movie. All right, there's a person with whom I do not get along. Trust my sound. We always end up quarreling. Is there nothing I can do to remedy this? Try treating them like you would a friend.
Thank you so much for your help.
Still Goofy. Goofy looks like he would be a gentle but firm lover. I've always despised the heat. As a child, still one was prepared to fight anywhere. As for using the heat, for clothing and armor that breathe better. Dimitri doesn't like the heat. I would absolutely pick Goofy. Borrow a book from the library, but there's so many to choose from I can't decide. Do you have any recommendations? The Sword of Kaifon. I don't like that. You know he'll be a good father. Because Max turned out all right.
Oh, what's going... Huh? I'm really...
Because the Goofy movie is the best Disney movie ever made. Convince me I'm wrong. I mean, and you can't convince me I'm wrong because I'm right. And you know I'm right. What's going on here? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Wait, Yuki, are you revealing that you've never seen a Goofy movie? Because if you've never seen a Goofy movie, then that is something you need to remedy post-haste. Minato used to be someone different. Alright, good. I was going to have to assign you homework. I don't like having to assign homework.
Hello.
I don't even like assigning homework to like my legitimate students. Where's Jurizo?
Listen. Come on and no. Yes, I'm actually...
Magic and faith. I've got magic and faith. Where's Eloise? Like, Discord movie nights is one of those things that I've always kind of wanted to do, but
Pardon me.
for a moment you thought I was a non-believer of homework. Yeah, I don't believe in homework. I don't like homework. I don't think it's actually particularly useful, especially for like lower and middle schoolers. I don't think that it's particularly useful for them. Let's give the kitty a treat. That's a good kitty. Yeah, I don't find homework is particularly useful, especially for younger people. For older people, it could be like getting prepared for class. But yeah, I don't think homework is really necessary most of the time. Where'd Eloise go? So, to sum up, no, I'm not a believer in homework.
I have a thought. Sorry, it's open?
If I feel flowers...
Yes, I would like to do some gardening. Thank you very much. Barbecue chimkin. Now that is something I believe in. I do believe in barbecuing chicken.
The plant and people.
Hey, no matter my muscles. Goodness, I know that ain't easy with me stuck in it. Really, you better not.
All right, we got our big boy. Got our big strong boy.
I desired. I have a favor.
This guy is totally a bad guy. But the question is, with barbecue chicken, what kind of sauce do you use? I've always wanted to experiment with the white sauce barbecue chicken.
Professor, I hate Professor. I hate.
Can I not recruit you yet?
I hate.
Guess I can't recruit her yet.
Hey,
A bit.
Hey, Anna.
But only. Hey, Professor. Fancy. I know you. Heck, I won't even show. Thank you. A merchant.
What do you require?
Oh, we got a lot of these dudes. Hot and spicy sauce.
Do you want to hire this battalion? Do you want to hire this?
We've got you covered.
Thank you.
I'm not a big spicy fan.
In the battalion.
Like, I like spicy, but I don't like heat spices, if that makes sense. I mean, some of it I like, but I like flavor. That's the difference. I like flavor, and heat is just not flavor to me. Your mileage may vary. Offer only valid for a limited time. Void where prohibited.
Professor.
Town is so busy this month. I haven't been to the stables yet.
What?
Guess you could say that I am unstable. Get it? Unstable. Because I haven't been to the stables yet. Haven't been to the stables, so I'm unstable. Yeah, I hate myself too. It's okay.
Oh, was there something new? Oh, Professor.
Probably not going to be able to recruit Marianne this playthrough. Well, we're going to try. Gonna try. Ooh. All right, now, moderating it with Suzuki, that changes things. I do like Suzuki. I've never made Suzuki. It's probably pretty easy. I just haven't done it.
Let's see.
Oh, we'll have to make it when we do Middle East Feast.
Best be,
If we ever get there.
best be on your guard.
Oh, you absolutely have to season the chicken. If you don't season your chicken, it's going to be gross.
Right.
I don't believe in unseasoned food, just in general.
Is no better precise.
Oh,
It's a
fine.
shame.
I don't want him anyway. I don't want you anyway, Lawrence. It's like, the other thing is, potatoes need salt. If you're not salting your potatoes, they're going to be gross.
We're going. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Let's see, I don't think we've talked to Bernie yet. Yeah, nobody likes Lawrence. Lawrence is a creepy dude. Apparently, like, the story has it to where he is a ladies' man, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Or rather, maybe I just don't want to believe it. Let's go up top. Talk to everybody up there. Yeah, he is the work colleague that nobody wants to talk to.
Professor,
Even among knights, Catherine is a rare talent. Are we going to run into our favorite nun who's like, well, I never, even though we run into her literally every time.
Way. Did you hear the king spilling? Would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
Let's level up. Magics.
I simply must thank you, Professor.
Somebody dropped a flask.
I can't believe it.
Don't want to drop your flask. You need your flask. That's where the booze is. That's where you keep the booze. It's in their flask.
Like each piece can teach us about styles and techniques from 1,000. Oh, yes. I'd like.
Of course.
Hey, Lady Rhea. Oh, teach me harder, Lady Rhea. Daddy Long. What do you mean the story Daddy Longlegs? I've never heard of the story of Daddy Longlegs.
Last. We'd best.
I know not that of which you speak.
Well,
Castle, it was by. I have a request.
Let's be better at authority. Yeah, I've never heard of Daddy Longlegs. Never heard of it.
the glory.
Glory of progress. Talk to everybody.
Thanks for your help.
He found his flask. He dropped this. We talked to everybody? And if he was a student to go to school and they meet without knowing until they're there and someone tells him he was paying for everything for it. I don't know. Maybe? It's the best I can give you is a maybe without having like read up on it. I can be none better than S+.
I knew I could count on you.
Give me some bergamot. I'm gonna give you a definite maybe. Anna, teach me.
Hey, Professor, I'd love to.
Ooh. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Tell you what, Lolita's definitely a
If you see any
book about grooming. Okay, and anyone else I can train with? Hahnemann. I think we've trained with everyone. Yes, we will end today's free time. It's somebody's birthday.
Not a total waste.
Better than...
Alright, weeding. Heavy armor skills. Who's it going to be? Anna and Annette.
May I ask you something?
Sure. When one professor lectures many students, some will inevitably have trouble keeping up, while others will get too far ahead in their studies. I wonder how this problem might be solved. We must recruit more professors.
Is that so?
We need more professors is what we need. Lance and Riley. Sure. Sure, Sylvain. Why not? Happy birthday, Anna.
Thanks a million.
She must be a DLC character. She's got the look of a DLC character.
Thank you.
We'll do our... Here's the report.
It's because Edelgard's a good character. Even when she's the bad guy in 3 out of the 4 runs, she's still a good character. She's one of my favorite characters in the game.
It's starting to...
Hope this is good. I'm a quick study.
Alright, we'll check our supports. How about we do a seminar? It has 4 routes. We've done 3 of them, right? So we did the church route, which is called Silver Snow. We did the Blue Lions route. We did the Golden Deer route, and we're on the Crimson Dawn route. The Crimson Dawn route is basically the heel turn. Like, you go with the bad guys, all the bad guys, even though I'm still very much convinced that they're not wrong. Very convinced.
I still have much to...
Perhaps I've been...
Not a total...
Hope this is good.
Not a waste. I think so. I think if Byleth is a woman, you can still marry women. Because I think that's what I did on my first... No, my first playthrough I didn't. I married a dude, but... No, that's auto-instruct. Also, let's just acknowledge that Byleth is wearing that dress.
Perhaps I've been well taught.
Hope this is good. I grasped it. I get it.
Change up our group tasks. Petra is a flying girl. And Bernie.
Professor.
That's certainly what I'm going to attempt to do. We're going to make her a sniper, because she is a sniper. Sniper, yes, sniping.
Oh, no.
Well, how'd it go? It went perfect. We like it. We like it when it's perfect.
I'm getting closer.
Enlightened?
Not a total...
I'm getting it.
I work to grow. Am I making...
Everybody's getting better. Getting a little better every time. Well, happy birthday, Edelgard. Just make sure that there's no supports to be done. Let's have another seminar. It's gonna Manuela's seminar this time. Can we just skip?
Professor?
Oh yeah, let's make him a great knight. Wait, didn't he just want to be a... Whatever, we'll turn him into a great knight. Because he's going to be a great knight. Like, he just asked like the week before to become a Lancey boy.
We can do this. Just look at...
Look at those gains, the gains trains.
Oh, it's all...
Guess I'm so...
Alright, we got ourselves a battle coming up. All my supports are good. Alright, see you in a bit, Yugi. Let's do another seminar. This time I'm going to teach the seminar. This time I'm teaching the seminar.
I'm getting closer.
Ah, it's clear.
It's all...
Everybody's picking up skills. Let's do the battle. Mission time. The Magdred ambush.
No matter how powerful our enemies may be, there's no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
Ooh, Thunderbrand Catherine.
You need a long...
Basically, she's a Billy Badass is what it is.
It all
Heard of it.
I remember that roughly 4...
To put it simply, yes. Lord Lenot... Speak whatever the... Well...
Report!
So we're gonna ambush Leonardo. We want to put him to death because he was a bad guy. We'll do that. Here we go. Battle time.
Thank you so much.
Focus on the battle.
I am grateful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Everybody's deployed. Oh no, we want Annette in the field. I don't really care for Hubert. She's a swordy girl. Set her an adjuvant. I ship it. All right, let's do this thing. Should have probably bought some more vulneraries. Oops. Okay. It's going to be fine.
This fog. The enemy could be take down...
They're surrounded.
That smell.
Proceed with...
Stay focused.
Which map is this? Think we're trying to accomplish something over there?
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yes, you are. You are, in fact, Ferdinand von Eyre. Always are. He always is.
That's my cue.
Battle.
Here goes.
Annette is full of violence.
Put me in there.
Oh no. I will get the victory.
I'm on it.
Keep the squad together.
Lord Lenato doesn't deserve such sadness.
Oh, get him, Ferdy. How come every time they come around my Ferdy bridge gonna go down?
You think we're just...
Catherine's gonna just wreck this dude. Catherine is OP. Catherine is definitely OP. All right. Oh yeah, thunder. Keep our Healy boy there. Our death dealing wizard lady right there. Make her friends with Ka. Petra there. Kind of forgot what we were accomplishing with this mission. Wind. These battles are fun. Do love a good strategy battle game. We're here for it. All right, catch up. Get him, Ferdinand von Eyre. Ferdinand is in a bad way, y'all. Everybody wants to get Ferdinand, apparently. That's okay. Bernie to the rescue, y'all. Bernie to the rescue. And we're going to be Edelgard to the rescue. You cleaned it. Oh, you made a mess. Well, I'm glad you cleaned up your own messes.
Lord Lenato.
Well, Lenato, please don't die. Linhart doing the business. Throwing the heels around.
I won't let
Overkill. Overkill. Is that it? Oh, Catherine gonna do the thing. Catherine makes me feel things. Am I wrong, Yuki? Catherine makes me feel things. Does she make you feel things too?
Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son.
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Zero!
She's not as good as oh, the other one, Shamir, but she's still pretty good. But a baddie in like the she a bad bitch kind of way, you know? Like, she makes my pee-pee tingle. Yeah, she bad. She bad and bougie. She bad and bougie.
Is this over yet?
Casper survives. Like, girl, you fine. All the time.
I can fight through anything.
His sword's gonna break. Yep. She's a hottie. Shamir's better. But she's alright too. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, neither of them hit. Dorothea's cute. She has a hat.
Well done.
I think Ferdinand von Ayer is not going to make it. Wait, can we heal? We can heal. Alright, Bernie, where are you going? Catherine's just wrecking shit down in the south. Because that's what she do. Did we manage to kill that? Oh, we managed to kill that other guy.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
Oh wait, he doesn't have a weapon. Right. His weapon broke. Whoopsies. Ferdinand von Ayer's weapon broke. He needs a new weapon. Let's move these people back over here since they killed that guy. Yeah, we're gonna crank through this battle pretty quick. Got a broken sword. Edelgard OP. Edelgard's also a cutie. There's a lot of cuties. There's a reason why we call this horny Hogwarts. It's a lot of cuties. Still doesn't have a weapon, though. Alright, we got magic people. Magic people are good at killing the people in the armor. Get him, Bernie! Yeah, Bernie! With the quick re-hit. Bernie's our girl. We stand it. I don't know if my Byleth's strong enough to withstand that much of attack all at once. Just want everybody in position before we do this thing. Call this a positioning round. Yeah. Oh, she can heal. Didn't know she could heal yet. Going to get something from the convoy. Ah! Now he has a weapon. All right, chat. Next round, we're going to melt some faces off. Y'all ready? Wreck that fool. Wait, that did not wreck that fool.
I needed that.
Here we go. Don't need to heal anyone yet, but we want to be ready for it. Come at me, fools.
You want to fight?
Will fight me, bro? Predictable. Welcome back, Tony. Welcome back. We are about to wrap up this battle. Move on to some Assassin's Creed. About to wrap it up. Had to calm your nerves. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you gotta do that, you know? I've just gotta take a chill. It's all right. No, just stick right. If you've already got Moderna, just stick with Moderna. Like, stick with whichever one you've got.
I shouldn't strain myself. This is going to hurt.
Like, if you've already got one. Yeah, I mean they're still both effective. Don't do J&J. If you're gonna get a vaccine, just get the one you can get. Like Pfizer or Moderna, either one's fine. There's no reason to get both. No. You shouldn't get both. You should not get both.
You have been...
That's okay. You just shouldn't get both. The one that you've got is the one you should have. If you already have one, if you've already had a full 2 doses, you should be good to go. Oh, you're getting your first dose. Nice. Well then, whichever one you get, like Pfizer or Moderna, either one's fine. They both are 100% effective against death. Yeah, Moderna. Yeah, Moderna's good.
That's my cue.
We have what we would call surrounded this guy.
No other option.
Miss me with that. Totally no sold that. But now he's in my way. Yes. 100% effective against death. That's what we're really looking for here. Yeah. Like death comes for me, that's okay. But I'm not going to invite it in. Hit it with the smash. Success. Doesn't scare me, but I'm not going to invite it. Like,
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
hey, temporally appropriate greetings, Alaska. As a reminder, I am not a scientist. I'm a political scientist, which is vastly different. How you doing today, Alaska?
Damn it, it was forcing innocent citizens. What could have put...
Everyone was a
What
bit
would make
shocked.
Leonardo do
Moments
these
of
things?
fighting along-
Well, that's the way battle
If
is.
only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with it would be still. We have no choice.
I can only speak with authority on matters
Our
political
reasonable ideas.
and international
Even if
relations.
Our enemies are the gods themselves. We must never lose sight of our goal.
I mean that's what I do. I do political science. I don't do right.
Really, I'm just
The
like
thing that interests me
I, too,
is how we build systems
willing to risk
to
my
help us live together.
existence in service of a higher. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice.
Professor,
Like, I can speak with no authority on matters scientific.
note that mentions we can't.
I can speak with authority on matters political science. Political.
I am glad to but it was not only. I am not so. I heard some of this. However, we must punish any.
Must punish the unbelievers.
I pray the students learned a value.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord... It contained a deplorable plot. to target
Deplorable
the bishop
plots.
on the plan seems unrealistic at best. But a threat. To that end,
Yep, that
I would
is
like for
my
you
real
and
job.
Students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
It's what I do for a living. It's what they pay me to do. Oh, what do we do? Well, let her down. Congratulations on doing a job. Now you have another job to do.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess.
Well, that's going to be a little awkward.
And I will be confined to the goddess tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize.
While there is no need to fear for
To
mercy.
turn an eye to those who would blaspheme. We cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so. No, right. So science is a way of studying and exploring the world. Right? It's a method. All right. I didn't yell at you, Tony. I just checked you down. I made you do a check down. It's okay.
Part 1.
Conflict is a natural part of life.
Blue Sea.
There was no yelling. There was just...
The goddess's rite of
We were
rebirth.
checking. We're checking you.
As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the
All right, as soon as this cutscene's over,
believed to be the goddess's home.
we are going to take a short break.
Commence celebrations of her
And
rebirth. On the grounds of Garrig Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros.
I know not that of which you speak, Alaska. I don't know what you're talking about. I missed some context. All right. We'll save. We're gonna check our supports. We're gonna save, and then we're gonna. I'm gonna go use the restroom. We're gonna do some Assassin's Creed. Ooh, give me money. Yes, yes, I would like to give Caspar some flowers.
Our mission this month is to patrol.
Could stop an assassination attempt.
Yes. A barely concealed secret message. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin,
The monastery
I hear the
Trying to steal stuff.
Mach is immense, and not just above ground.
Gonna try to steal stuff from us, chat.
Of course, we must.
We've seen them do this 3 times. Hey, Shamir.
Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir. Shamir is one of the.
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir.
You're Shamir's apprentice. Well, good for you, little buddy.
I've got to protect Lady Rhea.
Cyril adores Rhea.
No. He, like, adores her. He, like, Doors here. Ooh, okay, upgrade. Yeah, we're gonna turn her into an armored knight. What's the Lord do? No, armored knight. Absolutely an armored knight. Yeah, exactly like that. If it's like, my lady, what you doing? Turn Ferdinand into a soldier. Yeah, we're giving Edelgard a protect. We turn her into a tank. I didn't. I need to upgrade him, change him. Bernie is good. Dorothea. Monk. You'll be standing in a room with 60 different leaders. We'll be providing a future for the Inukia heritage. I'm proud of you, Alaska. Proud of you. Stand up for your heritage. As do our supports. It's important to maintain your supports, and it's important to support the people you care for. Yeah, we can just do that though. You feel the disapproval of me. What do I disapprove of? Oh, I didn't even see that, Tony. I didn't even see it. But you're not wrong. You know what? I'll allow it. All right, let's save. We're gonna save. I'm gonna do this stuff off stream. We'll come back with battles next week. Well, yeah, next week. All right. I was gonna take a brief break. That's what I meant to say. I'll be right back. Now I'm gonna do the BRB. All right, chat, here we go. We're about to go take ourselves on an Odyssey, an Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if you will. It's time to do the murders again and again and again. It's going to be a lot of them. So let's go ahead and do this thing. What do y'all say? Let's go on an Odyssey. Come on an Odyssey with me, chat. We're on an Odyssey. What you got, Tony? No. A Cassandra Odyssey. An Assassin's Creed. I almost put on the Mario Odyssey music. In fact, let's see if I can quickly find it. We're on an Odyssey. No, it's not 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's just an Odyssey. It's a Greek Odyssey, doing Greek things. Just Peloponnesian things.
How'd it go with Marcos? How it always goes. I didn't get
You didn't give me my money.
Why do you let him boss you around?
Good question. Doesn't boss me around.
He doesn't. He just gets me into situations I have to dig myself out of.
Maybe you should let him do that.
Good point. Well, good advice. Good advice, Phoebe. Thanks.
What do you want, Phoebe?
You know Kausos?
The town on the other side of the island? Why?
People that are sick. And my friend Kina is too. There is a blood fever.
A blood fever.
They say it's a curse and they need help from the gods.
I told you, I'm not a god.
But you are chosen of the gods.
Is a bird.
That doesn't mean you can't help.
I believe she is chosen of the gods.
All right, I'll look into it.
A robot shall never hurt a human. All right, chat. Hear me out. Hear me out. Assassin's Creed, but it's robots. So like sci-fi Assassin's Creed. Like explicitly sci-fi Assassin's Creed. The bird is the true killer.
You don't look so good.
I angered them, I think. The gods.
Time to repent.
Murder or impiety?
Neither. I used to worship Hermes at the Droorati cave.
In the cave?
The gods are in the cave.
You bring them tribute. So no wishes of mine granted though. I'm running out of.
It is pouring down rain. I need to let my dog in.
For myself,
I'm gonna let this roll.
I did something wrong.
You know Hermes. He can be a trickster.
Oh, but there are many gods in this cave, all asking for different things. Go hear them yourself. You'll get my last tribute if you do. I need to know if they're real.
Sorry about that. Turns out the dog was already inside.
All right, don't worry. I'll go.
Oh, thank
You'll be physically present at the debate. How will I entice you and your heritage to think differently? Like I don't know what the debate is. I don't know what I don't have nearly enough context to give you some sort of input on that. I think that everyone should be allowed to live the way that they choose to live. People should freely associate with each other and be excellent to each other and don't be a dick. Like that's how I'm about living. Don't tell other people how to live, and just let people do what makes them happy. Let's go do the blood fever. That would be what I would recommend. Oh, there's bandits to kill. Like that's all I would ever exhort anyone to do. Enjoy Lurk and work, Tony. Oh, yes. Yes, I am going to steal from the gods.
Someone dropped offerings here. Looks like they were trying to carry them away behind the
We're going to go
statue.
behind the statue. Should I feel bad about taking those items? Because I don't. Especially not the goat cheese.
There's a draft here. A crack in the wall? I need to stay hidden.
So y'all are getting lawyers involved in something? Like, I feel like I'm missing a whole lot of context here, Alaska. All right, Alaska, you don't seem to be understanding what I'm trying to get at here. Like, I can't engage you in a conversation if you're just making blank statements like that. Statements that I don't recognize what's going on. Like, I can't just come into a situation without knowing anything about it and say things. Right?
People should have known something was off. And here's all their loot.
I'm not a lawyer, nor do I ever purport to be a lawyer. But, like, see me at the... I'm very sorry to do this, Alaska, but you just don't seem to be understanding what's going on here. I timed him out for 12 days. Now you can send a direct message to me or one of the mods and try to make your case, but like, you're coming in here and being combative and not willing to, you know, find the frequency or engage in actual conversation, just making statements. Like, I don't know what to do with you there.
All I can offer you is devotion, but I need your help. I'm poor. I have 4 hungry children and nothing else. I weave baskets for the market, but my cart is ruined. How can I repair it or sell my wares without it, without you?
I mean, maybe he's got something going on today, but
I'm
I'm trying. I've tried. I try with you, man. Alaska, if you're still there, I'm trying. But like, if you're coming in and you're going to be combative like that, I can't.
You will find
I need you to work with me. Like, if I'm asking for context, that means like you're expecting me to know things about what's going on. And I don't. Like, I was literally asking you to tell me what the situation is. And if you're just gonna be like, I'll see you at the Arctic Hotel. Like, I don't know what to do with you there.
I will, great God, I will.
You're not banned, but like,
do just fine.
you gotta find the frequency. And that's like, I know he'd previously talked about how he'd been banned from a lot of streams, and like, you gotta be willing to figure out what's going on in the stream. Welcome back, Tony.
No gods in the caves. Only bandits stealing people's hopes and Rachmi.
I knew it! Thieves!
Yeah, I had to give somebody a big timeout.
Maybe he'll take pity on you.
I hope Zeus bring his wrath on those bandits.
Don't worry. I brought mine. That should be good enough.
Gave somebody 2 weeks to think about things. To find the frequency. Like, I'm willing to chat. I'm willing to talk about your problems, but you have to give me context. And you say context is the first thing a failed lawyer would say. I'll see you at the Arctic Hotel. Like, you're not finding the frequency. You're not understanding what's going on. Like, gotta go. Context is deeply important, right? That's one of the big things we're about here. Like, especially if you're trying to like have a discussion with me, like, I need to know what you're talking about. Like, if you're gonna go fight for your people, great. But then you want me to like weigh in on things. You're like, you know, what should we do? I'm like, if you don't tell me what the context is here, I got nothing for you. Let's go do blood fever. Like, I hate that I didn't ban him. But like, I gotta think about what's going on. I have some simple rules here. Like, I'm not one of those people that's not afraid to talk about politics. But you gotta find the frequency, man. And I was willing to have that conversation with him. Like, I'm willing to do it. But you gotta be willing to give me some context on what's going on. I don't just inherently know every damn thing.
By the gods. What's happened here?
It's gross what happened here.
If the gods won't help you, the sickness must be destroyed.
Help us!
He won't let us.
What's going on?
Kausos was consumed by plague.
They killed our brothers.
We survived the massacre.
They killed everybody.
Have abandoned us.
Should look for a cube.
Nothing has worked.
Healers won't come near us. Soldiers
No, he's been around for a while. It's not his first time in.
won't answer our prayers.
many nights.
But I don't know anything about the plague.
There is nothing you can do. If you intervene, I will be.
Save us from
Like,
him.
I'll ask if you're still there. Like,
Even that sick. We'll get better.
Nobody gets better.
like I'm willing to hear it, but like I
Only way all of Kefalonia
Gotta-
can save itself from extermination.
gotta work with me.
We have children. Think of them.
Don't regret stopping here, Mistios.
Let them go.
Let these people go. Yeah. So let's play Odyssey instead. Like, I'm willing to have pretty much any discussion. Like I like having discussions with people. I'm willing to pretty much talk about whatever, but you gotta give me context. You gotta be willing to let me have some context.
You're a hero.
That priest came from the underworld. Some man of the gods.
The real God sent you. Time to go.
I'm the seventh of the
We're
gods.
well enough to travel. But not healing.
Before you go, take my drachmi. It can't pay for what you gave us, but it's all we have.
Sure, I'll take your money.
It'll do just fine. Safe travels.
Be safe, Kina.
No, it's fine. Like, that's fine, right? Like, the thing that got him that will get you in trouble is the not being willing to actually engage in the conversation. If I ask for context, like, there's a reason why. All right, what is next?
Time for a ride.
I'm good with that. But I need some sort of context, basically. Like, context is, like Tony said, context is the king.
Mistios, fresh vegetables.
Fresh vegetables. Do we necessarily want vegetables to be juicy, though?
No one is. Our stock is practically
Nobody wants vegetables. Nobody wants vegetables.
Enough Rachmi to get out of Kefalonia. It's about time we moved on.
I know what you mean.
Wait, Creosa.
I think she could. You'll have to tell me what it is.
Are you scared of sharks?
Everyone's scared of sharks.
Seen their teeth?
Believe us, we have. And we won't go near them again.
Or it was a video game.
Is guarding our one guarantee.
Context matters.
A shark?
He guards a precious necklace. We get it, sell it, and leave Kefal.
And the fool didn't think.
Vegetable drachma is nice, but necklace drachma is best. Can relate.
I know what it's like to want to leave. Who wouldn't? We have nothing here.
It's buried in a chest. If you get it for us, we'll take...
All right. I'll kill your... You'll skewer him.
You'll find him deep in the ruins of...
To the sharks.
Well, let's go do this. Hey, we're gonna go kill a shark.
Have another vegetable again after this.
I mean, we do... Like, Alaska is a known quantity.
Giddy up.
Like, known quantity, but, like, unwilling to... The Islet of Zeus. Alright, so we're heading here-ish. Riding around. Yeah, I mean, like, context matters. We need context. So I don't think I was being unfair. I think that that was just what was necessary. And one of those things is worse than the others there. Like, when you said that, like, they would call the police and ban me. It's like, we could have died, or even worse, gotten expelled. That's how I read that in my head. I just try to be fair to people. Try to accept people as they are. Just gotta meet me, like, at least halfway. The temple is underwater. Oh, that's a whale. Did y'all see that whale? It's a whale of a time. Sorry, that was a bad pun. Bad pun was bad. Anyway, we moved past it. We're moving on. We're doing an Odyssey. Well, I don't think that's where we're supposed to be going. Boo. What are we booing? Boo that man. Boo. How is Odyssey? Odyssey's all right. I mean, we haven't played much of it. We're still very much in the intro. It's fine. I didn't realize I made a terrible pun. The Islet of Zeus. I'm guessing it's there.
The necklace is down there.
Alright, we're going shark hunting. Everybody's got bad jokes. We are a bad jokes stream. Bad jokes and dad jokes, how we roll. Oh, I said whale of a time. I didn't. It just, like, sometimes I do them and they just, like, come out and I don't even know that I'm doing them. If I'm being honest with y'all. Sometimes I don't even realize that I'm doing them. Alright, let's kill this shark. Anyway. Come here, shark boy. I don't know. Oh no, I'm definitely at the point of life where, yeah, I mean, I'm not a dad, but I am definitely like dad adjacent. Wait. Fight me, shark. Fight me. That's Shark Boy. Where's Lava Girl? I am Lava Girl. Cassandra is Lava Girl. Punch it in the gills. This game's alright. This game, I mean, I would say that it is, at least at this point, top half of Assassin's Creed. We got to see where the story goes. That's what really matters. We got to know where the story's going. Oh, we have 2 ability points. Probably still need to get charged heavy attack, but we're moving in the right direction. How is the game? Punch it in the mouth. Punch it in the gills. If you ever end up having to fight a shark, remember to punch it in the gill. It's important stuff. Super simple stuff, really. Portillo's free birthday cake. Portillo's is alright. Wait, can I finally... I'm level 5. I can finally wear my stuff. Yeah, Portillo's is Chicago original. I can use the better weapons. I can wear the stuff. Which one do we want to use? Put on all my level 5 gear. Now I'm looking Greek. I no longer look Viking. I now look Greek. Let's see. Better bow. Why, yes, I think I will. Can I not show the helmet? That's got to be an options thing, right? There's got to be a hide helmet option. There's typically a hide helmet option. Guess not. Guess Ubisoft wants to show me off the cool helmets they made. Oh, that's a good video game horse right there.
Move.
Bye, Wolfie boys. Oh, dang. I think the combat's a little bit more refined in this one than it was in Origins. I think they were still trying to find their way through it. So it plays a little better. But that doesn't necessarily mean it is going to be better. If that makes sense. Nay, bother. No worries, Tony. No worries at all. Give me my horse.
Ella.
So you have a timer. What kind of timer? What are you timing? 85 hours and 3 minutes. Is that your birthday? That's like a little less than 4 days. Nice. It's gonna be, so your birthday is Tuesday? Dude, Robot Chicken's great. Robot Chicken was a great show. There's nothing to confess there. Wednesday. My math's bad.
You found it. That's the necklace.
That shark put up a good fight.
We can find it.
No more vegetables. Only shawarma. No vegetables, only shawarmas. You can have your birthday. Were you born at 1:30 a.m.? That might have been it. You might have been born at 1:30. Okay, so you can have it when you were born. See, I was respectful. I was born at like 2 in the afternoon. I had time to swing by McDonald's for a sandwich on the way in. And I will allow it. Fair enough. But yeah, Yuki, I freaking love Robot Chicken. That was a good show.
The abandoned house and the people.
Find and kill the newcomers. It's always nice to have a good bag for your chattels.
Looks like these new baskets were off to market until the cart broke. Just like she said. The cart looks
Adventurer's book bag.
wear.
I have a bag of holding that I typically use.
This should help. Better them than the bandits.
I love a good bag. I have a lot of good bags. It's one of the things that I enjoy. Caselos is a thug. That. It's a good bag. Although I generally prefer messenger style bags.
I should watch my step around here.
So I like a messenger style bag, although I got a couple of good book bags. Yeah, Cassandra is a straight up thug. She just goes around just murdering folk. She is an OG. Wasted. Yeah, this takes place before Origins. Yeah, yes she is. Yeah, this dude.
I normally have someone else do the
Open
field
order.
work.
Sorry.
You know.
No, she's even before the OG Assassins. Used to
It
be.
comes with the territory.
Then you're just the Mystios I'm looking for. A clean slaughter. Very good work.
Not much sympathy for the men who work with you.
Not with
She has
me,
no sympathy.
for me. Employees. Now ex-employees, I suppose.
Maybe there might be that actually might be what's going on here.
Not the monster, the man. You are an outsider. Why are you here?
Indeed, I'm not from Kefalonia. I'm here because what I'm looking for is. If you'll follow me, Cassandra.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I could totally see this being like the origin of the Templars. Or at least vaguely in that direction.
You know my name.
I'm El Pinor of Kira. How do I know your name? I did what you did. I asked and people told me.
Tell me who sent you.
An inquisitive nature. Good. That will help.
You know more than you let on.
Knowing you is in my best interest. And knowing me is in yours. My prized possession was stolen and brought to Ithaca. Penelope's woven shroud.
Penelope's shroud.
I need you to steal it back.
Fine, I'll go get your shroud.
All right. I'll do it.
Don't expect it to be easy.
That's why it will cost you.
Then it's agreed. There's a rowboat in the harbor. Use it. It's not meant for open water, so be wise. When you have the shroud, meet me in the Temple of Zeus.
I will.
Oh, and Mystios.
Mystios.
Don't fail.
Super sketchy people are tight. Zeus is very sus. I don't know. I've been playing a little bit of the mythological version of this one, right? The Immortals Phoenix Rising. My wife loves that game. And yeah, Zeus is very sketch. Better stuff to wear. Zeus is very sketchy. In fact, I feel like most of Greek history is just, or Greek mythology is just, and Zeus did something sketchy, typically involving his penis. Not gonna lie, have no idea what you're referring to, Tony. No clue. I've never seen a single episode of Screen Rant.
Headed to the house of Odysseus on a tiny boat. Let's try not to piss Poseidon off, shall we?
My favorite movie is Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
The legendary shroud. Elpenor wasn't lying. All the years I lived on Kefalonia, I never realized the mighty Odysseus' palace was here.
One of those days where nothing goes right.
Penelope shroud. In the flesh? I mean, cloth.
Damn, that's brutal. That was a brutal kill. I like it. That was it? That was everything? Wow. Unexpected. Turns out assassinating things work sometimes. Alright, well, we need to clean this up. Clean kill. Sometimes you just gotta assassinate. Oh! That poor dude was sleeping. He didn't even make it. I don't even know what Screen Rant is. Like, it's a YouTube channel, right?
Let's get out of here. Can you fight?
I'd be happy.
Hey, Odessa. Why is it scum? Oh, they steal content.
Ithaca is a dangerous place to wander around on your own.
You are wandering around on your
I mean, everybody steals content.
You're right. I can't fight a camp of bandits.
Nobody has ever had an original take ever.
To get to Odysseus' palace, I can pay.
I'll help you get to the palace.
Well, I'm in luck then. What do I call you?
Cassandra.
I'm Odessa, named after the great Odysseus.
Oh, well, then that's not cool. That's not cool. Like, that's just straight up plagiarism. That is not cool. Oh, come on.
Hey, why are you?
Yeah, don't just do that. That's bad. I don't know who that is either.
This is it? It's just rubble. What were you expecting?
I don't know. Something more grand. My parents named me Odessa.
You've gone down a YouTube like hole that I just don't know.
Here I might understand him more.
Well, do you?
Not at all. Take me to my boat. I'll pay you there.
I know it not. I know it not. Where'd your boat go, woman?
Well, this is for you.
Such a disappointment.
It's so important to you.
Are you joking?
Odysseus lived there, man.
Ruled there.
He had the attention of the gods.
And it made...
It's cute that you're determined.
Right now.
I like it.
Nothing can get in your way.
I don't usually like being called cute.
Yeah. You learn to.
You learn to love all the things I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Seems so certain.
I've had lots of success in the past.
I'm sure you have.
So what do you think?
I think I was in a much poorer mood before now. There's just so much I desire. To be as great as Odysseus. Where do I even begin?
Great is great does.
Greatness, you.
So he did the Greek. Yeah, I would definitely pass on the Greek. Fairy tale,
What have you done?
Norse seems interesting. I really want. I want to do a deep dive into Celtic mythology, like the Tuatha De Danann, the Fomor, like all that.
Leave me.
Oh, did I blow it? Hey, level up. My favorite scene in any Harry Potter movie is the one where he takes Felix Felicis. He's like, people don't like it because of the things. It's my favorite thing in all of Harry Potter. Well, all of like normal Harry Potter, not the fan fictions. All of 15. So that's just increasing armor. How do I feel about reveal secrets isn't bad. What should we do? Oh, you know, I am much more on the fan fiction side of things than canon. Canon is, I mean, canon's cool and all, but when you find that fan fiction that just hits right, just hits right. I'll take that. Should have probably gone for there, but that's cool. Stretch your creative muscles. Exactly. Plus, you find one that just hits right. Like, I definitely have the fan fictions that hit right for me. You know, especially when one of the you find a fanfiction that's well written and well done and well plotted, like the one you seem to have found. Like, that's great. Love it when that happens. Now, Naruto and Percy Jackson and I don't do anything for me, but should just assassinated that guy. I don't have enough iron. "93 windows on your phone." I have one that's like 23 windows of it. Sell everything. Dismantle gear. Sell all trade goods. I don't know if there's anything here worth getting. Upgrade my sword. Won't let me upgrade my sword. Alright, I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. See y'all in just a minute. We're gonna keep on doing our Odyssey, baby. Keep on doing the Odyssey. Be right back. All right, let's see if we can. We got to be getting close to getting out of this tutorial. Let's see if we can, like,
Goodbye then.
actually get out of the tutorial today. Like that, I think that's what we're gonna go for, is to just finish the tutorial. Now, of course, next week is going to cause some problems because I'm back to work next week. And I still don't have a streaming capable laptop. So we're going to have to think about when we're going to stream. Oh, sorry. I totally missed your thing about swords. Have you read that? Combat would be used more in fighting. Daggers are assassinating things. Cane swords are very valid. Sword is a personal protective weapon. So no, I just I totally missed that like I totally missed that chat chain there. Yeah, no. Swords are cool. Swords are legitimately cool, but have you ever heard of axes? I'm an axe guy. I'm an axe man.
Well done. And now the shroud is yours.
What?
Don't want it? After all.
What do I think about a sword that is one side fully sharp, the other side like half sharp? You know, they made like there are swords that are only sharp on one side. Like that is a thing.
If I knew any better,
Like Japanese and Asian style swords are only sharp on one side. If you know how to wield them, yeah, but like,
Tell me, how do you feel
like
about killing
guns exist. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
this for me and earn
Although within a certain like distance,
up to the task?
the knife, right, bladed weapons are more effective.
Far away, you might never return.
I don't know. Mistios.
I'm not an assassin.
There's a first time for everything. What do you say?
I accept.
Splendid. You'll need a boat. You have one, don't you?
If I had a boat, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
A shame. It's too far of a swim, I'm afraid. Even for you.
I'll find one.
Good. I hope it's sturdy.
And why is that?
The seas are much more dangerous, I'm afraid.
What is coming?
War is coming, and the wolf is on the wrong side.
Oh, rapiers are single-bladed.
You won't be disappointed.
You won't be disappointed in me.
Job in Megaris is done. Come find me at Pilgrim's Landing in Fokis.
Hey, I think we are out of the I think we're just about out of this tutorial. In arm's reach. I think this helmet's still better. Maybe, it gives me a little more armor, but
I need a boat. I should go see the shipbuilder.
be very, very quiet. You're assassinating this guy. Stay out of this, soldier boy. This is between me and him. Still got a bit to go yet? Okay. It still feels like we're getting closer. Hey, good dodge. Wrecked. Yeah, no, Sistema is like what the Russians special forces do. No, yeah, Sistema is a badass fighting force. Very much dirty. Like, if you're actually fighting, that's what you want to do, because it's not about being fair. It's about winning. Listen, Jabron, I need a ship.
It's a fine ship, Telimanes.
Cassandra! She is that. Ready to ride the waves for the right captain and the right price.
Tell me the price.
For you to part with her?
Couldn't let her go for less than
100,000, Jesus.
100,000?
Someone who's serious about buying a ship.
What if I told you I had the...
I tell you I still need 100,000 drachmi. Besides, even if I took...
This is Kefalonia. I could always find someone down under...
The seas are treacherous now.
You're not being very helpful.
Not sure if this helps, but rumor has it the Cyclops is...
Rumors don't scare me.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Rumor also has it his ship is docked in Kleptus Bay.
I'm gonna steal his boat.
Ship, you say?
Be careful. That one...
I can take his ship and deal with the Cyclops at...
Stealing his boat. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god. You zoom in this way. Is that the boat? We are... Let's track my quests. Oh, that's a level 25 quest. I see. That must be like the big thing. Tell that to the Russians. The Russians totally did that. Like, knocked out an entire... Like, gassed an entire place and shot all the people that looked like they might have been terrorists.
Two birds, one stone.
Kleptos Bay. So the Kleptos Bay must be in the Hirish region. Wish I could name my horse here. Well, how do you differentiate between a terrorist and an enemy combatant? Nope. Absolutely not. Torture doesn't work. And trying to differentiate between what's a terrorist and what's someone who is a legitimate combatant is too difficult. Like, studies have legitimately shown that the torture does not work. It doesn't get you good information. And if you're doing it just for revenge or just because it makes you feel better. So I hate to tell you this, Tony. I hate to shatter your illusions, but innocent people get killed all the time, not by terrorists, but by, it's called collateral damage. Like, this is a disillusionment. This is going to be an important lesson. Like, sometimes innocents die in combat and die for causes. And this is done by terrorists. Well, by the terrorist term isn't particularly useful. Right? There's no internationally recognized definition of a terrorist. Right? States, legitimate actors attempting to provide security, attempting to save lives, sometimes take innocent lives to further causes. The difference between a terrorist and a freedom fighter is very, very small.
Cyclops. Time to have a little chat.
I'm just gonna sneak around this side. Wrecked. My counter argument to the whole Spock, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one, is that you don't get to make that decision for other people. You don't get to make that decision for other people. If you're trying to make that decision for other people, if you're the one trying to make that decision, you're the one who's wrong. That's my take on it. How did they hear me?
This used to be a nice village, but now it's just a nest of anarchy and crime.
Well, there's people that will legitimately make that utilitarian argument. I just don't hold to it. Did it not? Oh. Okay.
I swear! Which one? What difference does it make? All of them! I swear! All of them!
All of them.
So much fucking god talk from one man in all my days.
Let him go.
No one on this island is allowed to say that word!
Did he say Cyclops? Did he hurt your feelings?
I don't like it when people call me that!
I didn't.
You're so fat.
Humans are capable of great things.
You
And terrible
only
things.
have one eye.
That I can get behind. Give me my eye back.
Give it to me. Give it to me and I won't kill Marcos for having you steal it. Give it to me!
You want it?
Oh, she's sticking up the pig's ass. She's kind of a jerk.
Go get it.
Shoved his eye up the sheep's butt. I mean, that is there are people that legitimately go into that. Like utilitarians 100% buy into that. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Wait. Get wrecked, son. Heraclids. Steal everything. I believe we were successful.
Stay here any further. Even rats like these have friends on Kefalonia.
Steal his boat. Let's get out of here.
Kefalonian bandits are no joke. Good thing you're on my side. They really seem to fear you.
Great success. Right, yeah. So I think if you want, there are going to be groups that want to be involved in conflict. You can like, you can. I believe in volunteer forces. Like, I do think that like people could go and volunteer to do stuff.
Well, Varnavas.
Yuki always lurking in the shadows.
I'm Cassandra, Mystios by trade.
So like, should we have sent the military to go nation build in Afghanistan? No. But if people wanted to volunteer and go do that,
Prayed to the gods. And
good for them.
when we pulled it out, there you were.
We are here to pray for the gods. Can I say I'm the answer to your prayers?
As I answered.
Many claim to have blood of the gods in their veins. You're the first I actually believe.
So,
Tell me about the sheep.
Of course. Gods forbid I'd end up stuck in this place.
What is it now?
Thanks to you, it's still in Sami Harbor, where I left it.
Huh? Use your help now. Yeah, definitely a hazy line there.
Together after all. I'm in need of a ship. And
Right, because there's like what is just, and then there is what states actually let you do.
To not offer it in return.
They don't like non-state actors. Oh, dog's barking. I gotta go let her in. I will be right back. Let this roll.
aren't from around here.
Ha ha! Gods know, and I thank them for that. Come now and see the Adrestia.
Sorry about that. It was raining. Dog needed it. Yeah, she was definitely doing a bork, bork, bork. Talk to Bar at the harbor. What do we have here? Ah, it looks like a quest to do.
I should be extra careful in this area.
I am sorry to hear that, Tony, even though we knew it. Like, we already knew it. But I am sorry to hear that. Like, it always breaks my heart when people have bad relationships with their families, but I totally understand it. Well, that's a positive, at least. Could be worse. Hey, homie.
Mystios, you must help me.
Must I?
If you
Must I help you?
You and your pairs should take pause.
I'm listening.
I'm an exile from Athens, though by looking at me, I'm sure that's impossible to believe.
How humble.
I see humility is important to you.
When you're wealthy, you can afford to be proud.
We'll see how that works.
Yes, in Florida, there is medical. Like, it is like you can legitimately have a prescription for that.
He's been captured by bandits. We were
I would rather, I don't know.
They must have smelled our...
And you want me to rescue him?
Bring him to me with...
Sure.
I'll rescue your brother.
Yes, yes, of course. Drachmi is the only...
I'm not Kefa.
And they're probably not supposed to do that, but... But I really just can't find myself caring about people smoking pot. Just really can't. You do whatever it is you want to do. Oof. Ouch.
How dare they lay their filthy hands on me? And you, here, Nadrachmi for your efforts. Although you would have arrived sooner.
Your brother sent me.
Oh, I knew he'd rescue me. Oh, how quickly he's found himself a lucky.
To be clear, I'm the one rescuing you. And if it wasn't for your brother's money, I'd gladly feed you to the pigs. Now, let's go. Stay close and shut up.
We must not lose any time.
Yeah, there's less just total crap.
Reunited again.
I don't know where you find these ruffians, brother, but they do get the job done.
To quote Willie Nelson,
but you owe me.
Nobody's ever died from smoking too much weed. You'd literally have to smoke like 20 pounds of weed at one time for it to have a majorly adverse medical effect. Now, that's not to say it's not completely harmless, but it shouldn't. Yeah. Now, if people want to smoke, fine, smoke. Just do it outside and away from other people. Just be considerate of other people. That's what we're aiming for here. Just be considerate of other people. Damn it. You're not the only person in the entire world. Be considerate of others. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. It's in general, life rule. Don't be a dick. Important life rule. Don't be a dick. There you go. That would solve most of life's issues. No one's going to remark about how I yeeted that horse over a cliff, and then it just came right back. I mean, that is the human condition, is trying to learn to not be a dick, because it's in some ways our default state. Gotta learn to not be a dick. Be excellent to each other. Be kind to each other. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and never warm your tea in the microwave. That is also an important life lesson. Get an electric kettle. It's better. There's a dude that I work with.
My excellent friend.
Hey! Greetings, my excellent friends. Thank you, Tony, for the follow. The host. Sorry. Gotta use a kettle. There's a guy that there is a guy that dead ass makes his coffee in the microwave at work. Like, what are you even doing? What are you doing with your life, man? Nah, there's no need for you to follow again. Wouldn't change the numbers. Can't drink tea. Just don't like it. Think it's garbage water. Or coffee.
Ready when you are, Captain.
Coffee's so good. It's tasty.
Wait for me, Cassandra. I'm all packed and everything.
You're coming, are you?
If you're going, I'm going.
Kefalonia is the only place you've ever known. You'd leave your home?
I would if it meant staying with you.
Can't go where I'm going. I need to be alone.
Who's going to keep you company?
I'll admit that coffee is an acquired taste.
If
But
I can't come, then Then take Kara.
It's a good one.
Kara? My pet eagle. She's my friend. Mater gave her to me. But she'll be your friend now.
Well, he warms. All right, so he warms up the water in the microwave, and then he does a pour over.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Or a French press. Like, that's how he makes it. He warms the water up in the microwave. He's got just like a giant
Since you saved her.
measuring cup, glass measuring cup he uses.
Still be
Like,
shaky with
it's
her
like,
fever.
But you have to
Bruh.
promise we'll see each other again.
I promise. You have
bruh.
Just stay out of trouble until then.
I will. Don't worry. Okay, you can leave now.
It's a crime against. It's not even a great crime. It's a crime against humanity.
Leaving Kefalonia without saying goodbye to your dear Marcos?
Marcos, you're kind of a creepy dude.
Well, you're here now, so it won't be true.
You should at least not be allowed to teach young impressionable minds.
I'll never replace you. Well, I may need another assistant someday, but it won't be easy. Come now, give me a hug.
Brother's got a hug. All right, come here.
Yes, bring it in.
Bring me for real hug.
Miss you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Marcos. I'll miss you too. And what does the future hold for you?
Wine, of course. Though you never know when the vines will wither. I'm always ready for another adventure.
Do you think Phoebe?
Speaking of adventure, I have a task for you, dear Phoebe.
An adventure? Yes!
Already
He did raise her.
in your footsteps, isn't she, my friend?
She washed up as a body on the shore, and he took care of her.
Ready to set sail?
Sure, let's do this thing.
Prepare to cast off.
And is that the end of the intro?
The tides wait for neither man nor woman.
Time to go.
So, what course do we set? Where in this big, beautiful world does the mighty Cassandra want to go?
That's a good question. Where do we want to go?
Megaris, but we'll be sailing into war.
I got a contract for some general's head.
Whose head?
They call him the Wolf.
The Wolf? Who wants Nikolaos of Sparta dead?
Nikolaos of Sparta?
The Oracle has spoken! To prevent Sparta's fall, the child must fall!
Okay, so the Spartans might be a little bit of dicks too.
Let this happen? Please, he'll do no harm. He'll help us. He will lead us.
Silence!
This is not good. Well, he killed the dude killed a baby.
Pay for her dishonor, for the life she has snuffed. She is not Spartan, Nicholas.
Don't listen! Nikolaos! Don't listen! No!
This is yeah.
Don't listen! Nikolaos!
This is a tragic backstory.
Mother!
Nikolaos! Stop! Nikolaos! No! Nikolaos! Nikolaos, look at me! Look at me, Nikolaos! Don't! Don't!
I mean, I'm not gonna say no. It definitely seems this might be what's going on.
Your blood is tainted. Rid yourself of this poison.
Father?
Why are you being a dick like this, Dad? Dad, why are you being a dick like this? And yet she survives.
Get me to Megaris. Now.
But I don't understand. Of all the places under Ilios, why risk our necks to go there?
Because we have to do the murders.
Sparta is my father.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yep. All right. And that is an intro to a game.
Nothing like a sea breeze.
Does the deck always feel like it's moving?
You get used to it.
The perfect opportunity for you to get your sea legs.
Oh? What would that be?
Well, when the Cyclops was giving me a drumming, his pirates took my cargo. I know their ship, and I know where they're heading. What say we get it back?
Sure. It'll be a good opportunity to see how your ship and crew perform.
All right there. Let's get moving. Let's see how the sails have held up.
All right, let's figure out how to drive the boat, and then we'll call it good.
We've reached full speed.
Full speed ahead, bitches!
Faster! Increase speed.
Row, row, row your boat gently across the lake.
Head for over water. Speed up. Onward. Lower. Go.
We are at full speed, Commander.
Faster. More speed.
Here we go, we drive the boat.
Forward. Let's go.
I'm glad that Ubisoft has kept the aquatic stuff because it's better. They did a pretty good job of doing this.
Over water. Everyone to your positions. We'll crash them.
Try again.
Everyone, brace. Archers to the front. Everybody brace. Bows ready. We're ready. Arrows at the ready. Release. Ready yourself for impact.
Faster, ramming speed! Yes!
I lost a couple good men in the scrap with those pirates. The seas are more dangerous.
We need new recruits to better our crew.
Ah, we must make more recruits, better the crew.
Best archer I know. He'd be a valuable asset.
When can we meet him?
Well, you're going to have to persuade him.
What do you mean?
You get him aboard, and I'll talk him into it. A little drachmi should sweeten the deal.
So you want me to knock him out?
No, no. Well, maybe just pacify him a little.
Maybe just a little pacification. Wouldn't be so bad.
Everything will be fine. I promise you.
All right, and we know how to drive boats now. We have quests. A lot of big quests. Oh, boy. Oh, moi. Oh, boy. Oh, we got a lot of leveling to do. Chat, we got a lot of leveling to do. We need better gear? Kind of like that. Oh, we need a new ability. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. I think that's going to do it for us today. Oh, can we upgrade any of this stuff? Make a better ship. Oh yeah, this is full-blown RPG. This is definitely a full-blown RPG at this point. We need a theme for our crew. Let's make our crew. I don't want to make them gang members. That's weird. That's weird. Let's go with female assassins. Female assassins. Can I upgrade anything? No. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for us here today. Thank y'all for hanging out. It has been a good day. This has been a good little stream. We are up and running. Things are all right. I don't know when I will be back. Just being entirely honest though, I don't know when I'll be back. I might be able to stream Monday during the day. Probably not, because we've tried and man, it is just too tough to stream from the office. So, and then I've got birthday parties. It's my sister's birthday on Monday. So we'll see. Yeah, it is. It is. I've been streaming for just about 4 hours now. I'm ready to go do some stuff today, right? Got some stuff to do today. So we're gonna wrap it up. It's gonna be a good day. I think we need to find someone to host and raid though. We need to find someone to host and raid. Who are we gonna host and raid? Gotta send the love. Gotta share the love. Moving on. Chocolate Girl is playing Deathloop. Really want to watch Deathloop. No one's really on Saturday mornings. So actually, guess we will not be sharing the love. Ain't nobody on. All right, I will see y'all later. I'll let y'all know in Discord when I'll be back on. I'm gonna try to get some streams in next week, but we'll see. So thank y'all very much, and I'll check y'all later. Remember to be excellent to each other and party on dudes. Bye bye.